Hello students, welcome you all. My name is Parul Gupta, your computer application teacher. I welcome you all. I hope you all are fine. I hope you people enjoying your live classes. So as you all know that students, we will not be having our regular live classes, but our video will be uploaded every week on Saturday. So please, it's a request that go through the video, okay, on regular basis, so that you should know that what is going on in CA, as I believe that you must have seen our previous video. So in that you know that I have started with our chapter 2, that is services on the internet. Okay, so today also I'm going to continue with our chapter 2 only, that is services on the internet. So let's talk about the topics that what I'm going to cover in today's video session. So let's have a look. Yes, students. So these are the topics that what we are going to discuss. As we all know about internet, what is internet, right? What is the use of internet nowadays? So in this chapter also we're going to discuss about internet, only the services on the internet. Okay. So first topic that what I'm going to discuss on in today's video session is finding people on internet. Second is email. Then third is email address. Then sending an email, reading an email, replying to an email, then internet relay chat and WhatsApp messenger. Okay, so I believe that all these terms you must have seen before also, and you know how to use that. Okay, but we shall continue with our first topic, that is finding people on internet. Okay, so now finding people on internet, we all know about that nowadays so many social media applications are there, like Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram. So on that we will able to easily find the peoples. Okay, but apart from that, few websites are also there, and on those website also you can search for the person whom you want to search. Okay, so now finding people on internet means open the website, that is people, PIPL, it's not people, people.com, enter the name of person whom you want to search. Okay, as I told you before that apart from social media application, few websites are also there, and over there you can search for the people. So the name of that website is people.com. Just you need to open that website and enter the name of the person in the search bar. Okay, then click on the search icon. A list of people matching the search criteria will be displayed in the various sections like pictures, public record, phone number, email address, etc. Like the way you are searching for information on Google, same way you have to just open this website, type the name of the person over there, and then click on the search icon. So when you press the search icon, a list of people has been generated. Okay, and that will be in the form of like somehow pictures will be appear, somehow public records in the form of public record it is appearing, phone number also appearing, email address also appearing. Okay, then check out if it contains the person you are searching for. So for whom you are searching for, just check out whether you will able to see that person over there on that particular website or not. If it is, then you can find the information, okay, on that particular portal only, and if it is not, that means that person is not available on that particular website. Okay, so this is how we can find the people on internet by using this website, that is people.com. Okay, so I hope this has been clear to you. You all know when you are looking for information on Google, the information appearing is in the form of list, somehow it is in the form of images or video file or audio files available are there. Similarly, you can find the people also on this particular website. Okay, and the list will be generated in the form of this sections that what has been appeared. Like the section appeared as the pictures can be there, public record can be there, phone number can be there, and email address can be there. Okay, I think you must have heard about the word that is directory. In that, the record of the, like if I'm talking about the directory of any one specific you can say the society. So in that society, whatever the apartments are there, so those who are living on those in those particular apartments, their record must be there in that directory. So similarly, if the people has been registered on this particular website, you will able to find that person on internet. Clear? Is that clear? Yes, so now we shall talk about our next topic, that is email. Nowadays, I believe you all are sending your homework through email only, right? So I think you all know how to use the email. You know what is email. So let's talk about what is email. Okay. Email is a system of creating, sending, and storing textual messages with or without multimedia attachments. Email is basically designed for creating. You can create email, you can send email, you can store the textual messages in your inbox with or without multimedia attachment. Multimedia attachment means that attachment can be audio file, can be video file, can be any document file. That is the meaning of multimedia, okay, in a digital form over the internet. Okay, then to use an email service, one needs to have an email account. We all know that if we want to send any email to someone, so we must have an email account. If we don't have an email account, we can't use the email, right? With any free mail services like Gmail, Yahoo Mail, Hotmail, etc., these are the email services, and which is free of cost. So you can use any of the mail services and you can create your own email account. Okay, then emails are easy to use, reliable, and cost effective, right? So email, it is very easy to use, as I think you all are sending the emails, so you know that it is not a difficult task to send an email to someone, right? Then it is reliable and it is not very much you can say it is very cost effective, right? Then using email attachments, we can send text, audio, video, and other type of files to the mail recipient. If you want to send any of the text file or audio file or video file, so you can send in the form of attachment to the mail recipient, means to whom you are sending the email. Okay, then comes to, we should be careful to open on unselected emails as they may contain viruses. Somehow you know that few emails has been directly go to the spam, so no need to open that unknown emails that what you are receiving. Okay, so as they may contain viruses, means to whom you know may be in your contact list, only those emails you can read. Otherwise, if any unknown email is there, so then you can directly delete that email because that may contain the viruses. Clear? So this is about what is email. Okay, yes, so now we're going to discuss our next topic, that is email address. You all know that our email address basically consists of two main components. One is username and the second one is domain name. Okay, so both username and domain name are separated by the @ symbol, right? I think you must have seen here that this abc@gmail.com, that means what is abc over here? Abc is the username and gmail is the domain name. If suppose if I'm using the Yahoo mail services, so that then at that time my domain name is Yahoo and username whatever you have created while you are creating your email account. Okay, so basically what you need to keep in your mind that our email is consists, or you can say the email address has two main components. One is the username, that has been unique for every person, and another one is domain name. Domain name means the mail services provided. Okay, like your Gmail, Yahoo mail, or your Hotmail, Rediff mail, these are the domain names. Okay, so I think now there would be no confusion that what is domain and what is the username. Clear? Then comes to our next topic, that is sending. Yes, students, so now we shall talk about our next topic, that is sending an email. So as I believe that you all know how to send an email, right? Because nowadays you people are sending your homework through email only. So but again we shall discuss how to send an email. First of all, you need to open your Gmail account by entering your username and password and then clicking on sign in button. Okay, if you want to send an email, so make sure your email account should be there. So if your email account is there, then you have to open your Gmail account, enter your username and password and then click sign in. Okay, then click on the compose mail link to open the compose mail window. So over there you will get an option of compose basically a window used for sending an email only. So when you click over there, your compose mail window will gonna be open in front of you. Okay, then write the email address of the recipient in the to field. So in the to field to whom you are sending the email, mention the email address of that particular person, or you can say the recipient. If there are more than one recipient, separate their email address by using commas. Suppose if there are more if you want to send the same email to more than one person, okay, then you can send mention their email address in the to field only by giving the commas, by separating their email address by using comma. Just write one email address, then put comma, then write next email address. Okay, then click on the add CC link CC stands for carbon copy, and write the email address of those recipients to whom you want to send a carbon copy. You all know about carbon copy, exact copy has been made. So if you want to send the carbon copy of this email to someone else also, then you can mention that email ID of that recipient in the CC link. The full form of CC is carbon copy. Okay, then click on the add BCC link and write the email address of those recipient to whom you want to send a blind carbon copy of your email. What is blind carbon copy? Blind carbon copy means if you are mentioning the email ID in the BCC, that means that person will not able to see that to whom you are mentioning or sending this email. That is blind carbon copy. Okay, then enter the subject of your email in the subject field. Then in the subject, mention the subject, okay, regarding which you are sending the email. Then click in the text area and write your message over there. Okay, then click on the send button. Your email will be sent. One more option is there, that is attachment. If you want to attach any file, you can attach over there. And if you don't want to send any of the attachments, so you can just write the message and then you can click on the send. Your email will be sent. Okay, so this is what is the meaning of sending an email. So I think you all know how to send an email, right? Because this is as very simple as you are using nowadays. Okay, there's nothing, you just need to first of all open your Gmail account, enter your username and password and click sign in. Then go to the compose link, your compose window will open. Then in the to field, mention the email address to whom you want to send the email. Okay, and then if there is more than one person to whom you are sending the same email, then mention their email IDs by using the separator, that is commas. Okay, then if you want to send the carbon copy of this email to someone else also, mention that email ID in the CC field. And if you want to send any blind carbon copy, then mention that email ID in the BCC link. BCC stand for blind carbon copy. Okay, then you can enter the subject of your email in the subject field. Okay, then type the text in the text area and then you can send your email by clicking on the send button. Okay, so this is what the meaning of sending an email. Okay, children, now come to next, that is reading an email. If you have received an email, so how we can read that? I think through inbox link only we can read, right? So let's have a look that reading an email. The inbox link stores the mails that are sent to your email address by others. If someone else is sending you the email, then that email has been stored in the inbox. Okay, so how to read? First of all, you need to click on the inbox link. The inbox window will open showing a list of messages. Click on a message, the message will open up in another window. Read the message, then click on the back to inbox link to close the email message and back to the inbox, right? Whatever the email you have received, that email will directly go in your inbox link. You just need to click over there, so it will show a list of messages. When to suppose if first message I want to read, so I just need to click on the first messages, then that window will open. Okay, read the message, then click on back arrow, then you will go back to the inbox. So this is what the meaning of reading an email. Okay, you just know one thing only, that reading an email, the email has been sent to your inbox link. For composing an email, you need to click on the compose link. Okay, is that clear? Then comes to next, that is replying to an email. Suppose if you're receiving an email from someone's email address, so to on the same email address you want to give reply. So how we can do that? When you send back a message to a sender in response to his email, it is called replying to the email. ओके, मीन्स जहाँ से आपको वो मेल आया है सेम उसी सेंडर को अगर आप ईमेल देना चाह रहे हो, दैट मीन्स यू आर रिप्लाइंग टू द email. Okay, then how we can do that? Just open the message that you want to reply to, then click on the reply button. Below that there's one option is there, that is reply. Click over there. The email address of the recipient automatically appears in the to box. क्योंकि आप उसी person को email भेज रहे हैं तो उसकी email ID automatically will appear in the to box, right? Because the same person email ID has been appear in the to box because you are sending the reply to that email address only from whom you are receiving an email. Clear? Then click to write a reply to the message. Whatever the message you want to type, just type it over there. Then click on the send button to send the reply. So this is what how, or you can say this is how you can reply to an email. Okay, in a similar manner, one option is there, that is forwarding an email. So same email, if you want to forward, then just click on the forward button. Then again it asking for the email IDs to whom you want to forward the same email. Mention the email address over there and then click on send button. So the same email will be forwarded to others email ID also, whatever you have been mentioned in the to field. Clear, children? Clear? Why I'm telling you all this thing again and again? Because this is a part of your course, so you need to go through it. Don't take this thing as lightly. Okay, well, I know that you all know how to use an email, how to create an email, how to send the reply, how to compose an email. I know that, but still you have to go through it. Okay, children, don't take these things lightly, because you should know the each and everything about this chapter, whatever the topics we are discussing. Okay, children, now we shall talk about our next topic, that is internet relay chat. Okay, so what is internet relay chat? IRC, which is the internet relay chat, okay, commonly termed as chatting, is a multi-user multi-channel chatting system. यहाँ पे एक से ज़्यादा यूज़र, multi channels chatting system. There are so many other channels are there on which multiple users are there, that what you are using for basically chatting, for the chat. Okay, then IRC is a free service using which we can communicate with people from all over the world. Okay, this is a kind of a service provide so that we can communicate with people from all over the world. Nowadays you all know that we are using so many applications are there, social networking applications we are using, through which we can send the messages, right? Then through this we can type and read each other's messages through our computers over the internet, all in a real time, right? If that person is online and you are also online, so whatever the message you are sending, that person will read, and again that person reverts you back. That means in a real time you people are communicating with each other, but in the form of chat through internet. That is the meaning of internet relay chat. Okay, that is what written here, that IRC is a free service using which we can communicate with people from all over the world. Okay, through this we can read each other messages. Of course we can, if we are sending the message, so we can read also, we can type also, right, through our computers over the internet, all in a real time. Real time means at the same time if both are online. Okay, ऐसा नहीं है कि if one person is sending a message, so that person will replying after 2 or 3 days. No, that is a real time conversation or communication between two persons in the internet relay chat. Clear? Then comes to next, that is instant messaging. Okay, now what is instant messaging? Instant messaging is a form of real time communication between two or more people based on type text. It is same like your internet relay chat only. It is a form of real time communication between two or more people, but based on type text. We will able to communicate with each other in a real time, like we are talking face to face. So in a similar way we are communicating. That is the meaning of real time communication, but in the form of typed text, by writing the text to each other. Clear? Then with chat and instant messaging, a user on the web can contact another user currently logged into the same service and starts a conversation. With chat or instant message, a user on the web can contact another user. If you're using the messaging, so that means you people are accessing the web, okay, so that you can contact another user which is currently logged in into the same service. Suppose if I'm using a Facebook, to whom I want to contact through Facebook only, so that person must be having an account on the Facebook only. Then only we can communicate with each other through Facebook, right? And then we can start a conversation. That is what the meaning of this line. Okay, then next, steps to use Windows Live Messenger. First of all, you need to download the Windows Live Messenger, okay, by the link, because on Google Chrome you will get the link for downloading this Windows Live Messenger onto your computer. Download it and then install it. Okay, then open the Messenger window and enter your name, username and password into your account. Okay, then add contacts of all the people you would like to talk to when they are online. Then you can now send instant messages and chat with your contacts when they are online, right? You all know about the WhatsApp. What we are doing basically on WhatsApp, we just need to install the application, just add the contacts. So if that person is online, so you can send the message to each other, right? That is what the Windows Live Messenger is there. You just need to download the Windows Live Messenger, as it is application. You need to download and then you need to install it. Then create your user account and password and then log in, and then add the contact of all the people to whom you would like to talk when they are online. So then you can send instant messages and chat with your contacts when they are online. If both the person having a account on the same that particular website or that application, then only they can communicate with each other through that application. Is that clear? That is what the meaning of instant messaging. Clear? So I hope this has been clear to you, whatever I have discussed today. After this, we're going to discuss about WhatsApp Messenger. This topic I'm going to take in the next session. Okay, because it is very simple. Nowadays we're using the WhatsApp application also, because with especially in one more video I'm just going to complete with this chapter also. Okay, so now what I want from you people, okay, please go through the videos on regular basis, children, and whatever the topics I'm discussing, you just need to note it down in your notebook. Okay, please, later on I don't want to see, or I don't want to hear that we don't know, okay, that we have to write the same thing. Yes, you have to write. Okay, maintain your notebook in a proper way, so that whenever they are, our school will be open, or whenever we will ask for the notebook, so your notebook should be ready. Okay, it should be covered pink color, as same that what we are using in 9th class. Same way you have to make the index, then you have to mention your name slip. Okay, and then the subject code is written, that is our subject code is 165. Okay, so now with this I'm going to end our today's session. Okay children.